I thought I'd make a quick video on some common mistakes that the beginning RC pilot makes based on my own experience. Number one has to be choosing the wrong trainer. This P-51 looks cool, but with retractable landing gear, conventional gear to start with, gas engine, and high wing loading, it's a little bit more than the beginner pilot can take on at one time. Notice I'm having a heck of a time keeping it under control here to make a simple landing. Not a good choice for a beginning airplane. Now let's look at something a little bit simpler. This is a foamy, but it's big, makes it easy to see. It has an electric engine. It does have flaps, but you don't even have to mess with those if you don't want to, or you can just leave them in one position and fly a complete circuit. Back in the days when I was a full-scale flight instructor, the manual said that a good pilot should never leave the outcome of any maneuver seriously in doubt and be the master of the aircraft. I think it's more impressive to make a good circuit and landing than it is to crash a P-51. Remember the part about being the master of the aircraft and totally in control at all times. When you're first learning, you don't want to fly too fast because you don't have time to see what the airplane's doing. A lot of guys think that they need to fly full throttle all the time. That's simply not true. The aircraft are grossly overpowered for what they are, and you can fly usually around at half throttle. Now let's look at the same scenario, same airplane, same day, but we're not using nearly all the throttle. If you'll notice in the upper right hand corner, I'm probably at half or less. I'm going to truncate the pattern a little bit to save time. Normally I'd make it a little bit wider than this, but try to keep the video down to a manageable size. Wing straight and level flight, reasonable speed. Going to turn base a little bit early. Turn final a little bit late. That's all right. We'll correct that. We're going slow, so we've got time to correct it. So I correct back to the left. Flared a little bit early. Again, that's okay. I got time to correct it. And settle nice. Okay, here we got a Top Gun wannabe that thinks he's hot stuff before he's even learned how to control the airplane. He's out here trying to make low passes, loops, and rolls. That's a sorry loop. Anybody can slop around the sky and do that, and it ends up in the destruction of an airplane. Don't try to advance too fast. Now, admittedly, I'm a beginning RC pilot, but here's some tips that help me. To begin with, use the technology that's available to you. Modern E-Flight, especially aircraft available from Horizon Hobby, have a safe mode, which limits bank angle and pitch angle and returns the aircraft to wings level when you center the stick. That's a huge confidence builder. You can always wean yourself off of it later. Number two, go ahead and invest in a simulator. This allows you to test fly various models and find ones that fly the way you want them to from the beginning instead of having to buy one and then find out that it's a little more than you can bite off. Now this Havoc that I'm flying here is beyond my skill level, but the simulator makes it look easy in the safe mode. And it allows you to experiment with some different airports and conditions. You can even adjust the wind and the gust level of it. Here I've got it set to 0 because I'm trying to land on an aircraft carrier. And the aircraft carrier is sitting still, which is not something they would normally do. Now remember I told you never continue a bad approach in the previous video. I should have gone around to the right, to the left there. Oops, we left that there. Anyway, enjoy these tips and common mistakes. Thank you.